Hi divas, welcome back to my channel. This is actually surprisingly, shockingly not a coffee talk. Sunshine is doing her part. There she is. This is, some of you guys have been asking me to, well, first of all, I'm drinking coconut water. This is my favorite coconut water. It's very good in terms of electrolytes. If you have POTS, you know that you need electrolytes. If you are an athlete, you know you need electrolytes. And coconut water has a lot of them naturally. This is my favorite brand of coconut water, but it is a little expensive, so I don't always get it. I normally get it from Costco. So as a little treat, I have my favorite kind. I don't know why it's my favorite kind, but because it's all water out of the coconut, but people have been asking me to drop my skincare and hair care routine. I do have a video before with how I take care of my hair in general, but I thought I'm fresh out of the shower. It is a rainy, disgusting day outside on a holiday weekend, so why not take you through a post-shower routine situation type deal. So, fresh out of the shower, nothing on my face, little bit of a breakout on my chin, and freshly washed hair. So, and in terms of like products and stuff, I will do my best to link everything if I can find it in this YouTube video. And I'm going to be going through the steps as we talk here. But yeah, so I keep it really simple. So I'm really lucky that I have good hair genes. But as I said in the previous video, when you have good hair genes on your head, it means you also have good hair genes to grow leg hair and armpit hair and mustache hair, and you don't have one without the other. So if these ladies are completely hairless all over their bodies with like a big long thick hairs, it's either a wig, extensions, or they spend a lot of time and money in a laser hair removal chair or getting waxed or whatever. Like, you really can't have one without the other. So I've been blessed with good genes to grow long hair, but that means that I also have all the other hair. So I just don't want to give the illusion that I don't and everything's perfect here. So my hair has been freshly washed. You might be surprised with what I wash with, but the first thing I tend to wash with is actually this. It's Alberto VO5 dollar store shampoo. It's actually a clarifying shampoo, and it does have rosemary extract, which some studies have shown have helped you grow your hair a little bit longer and is good for your scalp. And the reason that I tend to wash my hair with a clarifying shampoo first is just to really like get a clean, squeaky scalp. I am somebody who struggles with dandruff. I have my whole life. I don't know if it's actually from a dry scalp, because sometimes it's dry, sometimes it's scaly, but it's not like a hygiene issue. I got dandruff even when I was washing my hair almost every day as a teen. And, you know, now that I wash my hair a little bit less frequently, I still have it occasionally. It's something that I talk about with a dermatologist. So, anyway, this shampoo is really good for the scalp. It really gets in there and gets clean. I try to do a good solid scrub all over my head. If you are somebody who has POTS, which is a health condition that I have as a result of long COVID, you might know that like having your arms up and scrubbing can cause heart palpitations or tachycardia. I definitely was not able to get as good of a scrub when I was more ill. But if you have issues with that type of thing, lifting your arms, kind of holding your arms up for a long period of time, take breaks. If you have a shower chair, you can sit down while you do it. That sometimes helps as well. But what I really, really get in and like do a good scrub with my fingernails, with my finger pads, like really try to like scrub it clean. Actually, today, the first time I washed with that, I didn't feel like it was like all the way clean, so I just went in there again and gave it a second wash. I did the wash, rinse, repeat type thing. But the good news is, because it's only $1, I can do that as many times as I want. Next, I go in. My dermatologist prescribed both of these shampoos. The first is a ketoconazole, and the second is clobetasol. I think that there are over-the-counter like shampoos you can buy for dandruff or other scalp conditions, like Nizoral or Head and Shoulders, stuff like that. But these are the ones that my dermatologist prescribed to me, and she told me to do one shower and then the other shower and just alternate back and forth. So that's what I do. After the clarifying shampoo, I go in with the dandruff shampoo. This is the conditioner that I use every time. It's the Garnier Fructis Triple Nutrition kind. I've been using that for several years now, without changing it up at all. And it has helped my hair grow very long, stay very strong, not a lot of breakage. And I let the dandruff shampoo and the conditioner sit for a little while I, shave, do what I need to do, wash, about like 5 minutes each, and then I make sure to do a really good job rinsing off. And what has been critical for me is after rinsing off the conditioner, I actually do one final rinse of my body, because I noticed that especially when I was dealing with a lot of fatigue and was just kind of trying to get in and out of the shower, I was really struggling with acne on my back, and I realized it was from not thoroughly washing my body after the conditioner and having like conditioner residue on my back. Now that I've been giving my back one extra rinse before getting out of the shower, that has gone away and cleared up. Other shower things, I think that's that for right now. I'll do the hair first because that's kind of what I'm focused on. So this is freshly washed. I did all of that in the shower, got dressed. I've been having my hair in a towel. I haven't brushed it yet. I'm going to use this other Garnier product, the Triple Nutrition Marvelous Oil. This is another product I've been using for a really long time, and I'm pretty heavy-handed with it, especially on the mids and ends of my hair. As you can tell, I'm creating a nice pool in my hand of it and just like putting it really all over my hair, and mostly focusing on the length of my hair, but I do put a little bit up here because I have little frizzy baby hairs at the front of my head that I would like to be coated in oil and slightly tamed. So I distribute that all throughout my hair, and then I start going and brushing with this wet brush. And I just kind of do it in sections. I try to be really gentle, because especially when I was younger, I didn't have, I'm saying this as gently and lovingly as I can, but the person who brushed my hair when I was younger was always in a rush, and so I had a lot of like frantic and like yanking hair brushing experiences. So I try to be gentle with my hair now, and just kind of allow the tangles to kind of pull out, and it gets nice and smooth pretty quick. I tend to brush my hair with a boar's hair brush a lot of the time, and I wear it in protective hairstyles for bed, usually like little twists on top of my head or little buns. See, that was easy. So it usually doesn't get too tangled unless I wear it down for an extended period of time, and then I'll use a boar's hair brush, but this is the brush that I use when it's wet because it's just more gentle. And I try to like get a few strokes on my scalp as well, because anytime you can sort of massage or touch the scalp with your hand, it's good for your hair, it's good for your scalp, it's good for your I think your brain too, probably. All I know is that it's like, give yourself a little head massage. It's good for you. But yeah, so brushed. And then the last thing I do for my hair, other than that, is this product. It's like an air dry cream. I just do a little bit. I don't do a lot. So about the size of like 2 quarters stacked on top of each other. And I just work it through like that. And it smells nice, and it gives it a little bit more, I don't know, like texture. It like, so that it's not just limp when it air dries. And then, yeah, I typically, unless I'm going to an event or something, I don't do any heat on my hair. I just sort of let it do its thing, and air dry. For right now, since I'm doing skincare right after that, I'm going to go ahead and put it up into like protective styles. And you can see how my hair usually gets wavy and curly from these. I just usually split it in half like that. And I put it up in 2 little buns on top of my head. And I twist usually away from my face. I think that's away from my face. Let me know in the comments which direction I'm twisting, because I can't keep track. If this video flops, I'm going to be so embarrassed. Because I literally had multiple people in my comments asking me for this video, and I was like, well, I already did one kind of like that, but I didn't really do skincare, and, you know, I could do it again, and blah, 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 so hopefully you all who wanted this are watching. There. See, they're a little uneven, but what this does is it gets my hair curled in the right direction, and it gets it out of my face for the time being. It protects it from when I'm sleeping, so it's not frizzed up and messed up on my pillowcases. So that's the hair care routine. Again, I'm super lucky that I have good genes. They also give me a mustache and arm hair and other types of hair, but they also make great head hair, and I am really happy about that, that I'm able to keep it simple, and it works for me. If any of these products get discontinued, I'll be really bummed, and that'll be a whole adventure to find something else that works, because I feel like I have been doing this for a long time. Okay, in terms of skincare in the shower, oh shoot, I forgot. Okay, so like for body skin, I use 2 products. I use this, which is a cleansing oil. It's a Bioderma, like cleansing oil. But before that, on everything, I use the Dr. Bronner's Tea Tree Sugar Soap, which I forgot to bring out with me. I get the large size in a big pump, and the tea tree has antibacterial and antifungal properties, and it's very natural. So I use that anywhere that you need like a really like squeaky clean back of my neck, behind my ears, under my arms. Anywhere that's going to get shaved, I like to make sure that I use that first, and then I'll go in with the oil, because I have very dry skin that needs a little bit of extra moisturizing. So I use that on my face. I do a few things. If I'm wearing makeup, I'll use this Clinique take the day off cleansing balm. I'll either use that, or I'll use plain old cold cream, and that really does a great job of getting the mascara off. If I've been on stage, I'll definitely use cold cream first, then sometimes I use cleansing balm after that. Anything to really like get the makeup, like the thick layer of makeup off. In terms of like face wash, I've really been liking this one. I got it on sale for like 75% off. It's a Neutrogena Skin Balancing. It's mint scented and it has like a nice like tingly feeling. It has polyhydroxy acid in it. I don't know. I've just been trying to go through my facial washes because I have a fair amount of backstock. And I had gotten that, before the declutter. It feels really nice. But I also had this size travel of the Tula skincare face cleanser. It's also really nice. It's basic. It doesn't have anything super amazing in it. I just like it. So I use those, and I'm also trying to use up anything like travel sized or tiny. So I think there's like an acne wash in there as well. I have in the past used Panoxyl if I am having like really bad breakouts. Luckily right now I only have a few spots on my chin. But yeah, so those are my face washes. I will link everything below. Everything has been washed. So now I'm just going to get into skincare. And I'm trying, and I feel a little funny about this because I feel like I have I forgot to put my earrings on. Whoops. I feel like I'm going to talk about the very practical stuff, like I just have been, the products that I use, the techniques that I use to take care of myself. And then I'm also going to share some of the more, some of the more woo-woo things that I do to take care of my skin, because being honest, I think it's a combination of both. So, the first thing I'm gonna do is a not woo-woo thing. This is the one expensive skincare product that I own. It's called Floritin by SkinCeuticals. My dermatologist expressly told me to get this. It's a lot of different things, but when I do use it consistently, because again, can't do a routine to save my life. Oops. And I can hear that dermatologist on YouTube and TikTok now saying, don't touch the dropper to your face. Whoopsies. When I use this consistently, my skin does a great job of turning itself over. I feel like it looks a little bit less dry. I also drink a lot of water as a part of my skincare. But yeah, so that's that. It's a serum. I use it at night, I think. I try to use it at night. Next, I do gua sha. Now, I'm going to be the first person to say, do I know what I'm doing? No, I don't. Do I try hard to know what I'm doing? Yes. So part of long COVID and all of that is improving lymphatic flow, which I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but all I know is that every time I do anything for my lymph flow in my body and in my face, I do a lot better. Anytime I do good things for my fascia, which is like the layer between skin and muscle, my pain goes down and swelling goes down, inflammation goes down. So gua sha is that. And I also do it for aesthetic reasons. I read about it and I do gua sha in a way that works well for me. But I'm sure that it's not the best. I read that it's traditional to use camellia oil, which I think is great. So I do use camellia oil all over my face because we do that. And then I do a couple drops of Lucky Girl oil from, if I can get it open. Hello. Okay, well, I may have to do this separately, which is a bummer. Nope, I got it. Lucky Girl oil, which is an intention oil that is made by Moonlight and Sage Apothecary. And basically it smells like butterscotch. And it was blessed with the intention that whoever is wearing this be really lucky. And kind of get what they like. So I also like to put that all over my face. The base of the Lucky Girl oil is sweet almond oil, which is used in a lot of skincare products and skin oils, so no big deal in terms of me wiping it all over my face. So I do like a good layer on my face and neck so that the gua sha will slip along. If I had the discipline and a good routine to do this every morning, ideally that's how I would do it, but that hasn't happened yet. I start with my neck and I go down. I do not push too hard. You're not supposed to push too hard is what I've read. And the idea is you're opening up your neck so that the lymph and the fluid from your face can drain out into where it needs to be drained to. And I tend to do this about 10 times on each side. Sorry if this is boring. 7, 8, 9, 10. And I kind of just work from bottom to top of my face. So I'm doing the jawline next. 1. I do everything about 10 times. It has like a nice little cutout for your jaw and your cheekbone. It's gonna clack my earring a bunch of times. Sorry. Right here is like a good, I mean, think about it logically. Like you check your lymph nodes there. So it's like a good spot for drainage to kind of open up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And since I've started doing this, I've noticed, that my face, I think, looks better, feels better, whatever. It's nice. It's like a nice little facial massage. It has all different sides. This one's made of jade. So I just kind of go like that. I don't push very hard. You're supposed to do it you're not supposed to do it like this. You're supposed to do it more like this, but I am constantly messing that up. So I do this 10 times per area. So that's under my cheekbone. Then I do this on my cheekbone. I feel like this is boring, but is what it is. And as I do this, I try to I either go into a very meditative state where I'm trying to think about absolutely nothing, or I think about nice things. I'm as I'm doing this to my face, wow, I have beautiful cheekbones. I have beautiful cheekbones, I feel beautiful, I'm taking such good care of myself. Look at all of this fluid that's just draining away. Sometimes I think I envision I have these 2 little areas here and on that side where fluid can kind of collect as well, I've noticed. So I do this very, very gently toward the temple. I think about I visualize, that I'm draining the long COVID out of my face. Any stress or worries I'm pulling out of my face with this, gently draining it out of my face. And, it works for me. Might sound silly, but I am a believer in the woo. I think there is a reason that visualization works for a lot of people, and it's been proven by science as well. I also try to open up the temple, and then I do the forehead as well. And you can kind of tell the difference. This eye, to me, looks a little bit more lifted than this eye. This cheek looks a little bit more lifted than this cheek. So I'm going to do that on the other side. I hope that's okay. As I keep talking. I mean, I think it's been proven by science, right, as well. Like, the placebo effect is a real thing. I feel like I may have already done this, but so if I'm repeating myself, then whoops. So it's like, on the one hand, I feel not super embarrassed or whatever, but on the other hand, I feel a little funny talking about it because it's something that I do and I'm a big believer in it, but I feel like I haven't really shared that side of myself on my channel yet, so I'm curious to hear what you guys think about all that. But it's very real to me. So again, I'm just like, you know, I love myself. I feel beautiful. I am beautiful. Okay. I'm going to do this part, which is a little tricky and delicate. The eye skin is extremely delicate, so if you are working on your eyes with these, you please be careful. I just have like a little area where I feel strongly that it's better if I do this very lightly, very gently. So I'm doing this very, very gently. Okay, I'm going to sweep that up. And forehead is last. So if I were to work this into my morning routine, I feel like it would only add maybe 5 minutes, not even. But for whatever reason, I can't keep a routine to save my life. So it just has been like when I do an everything shower, this happens. And when I have time in the morning, this happens. But I do feel like it does make a difference in my face, in how I feel health-wise. And I feel like it does help my chronic pain as well. So yeah, I think it's a good thing. Let me know if you speak any affirmations to your beauty products as well. So even though I do have oil all over my face, I do moisturizer. I'm just trying to use up this little sample guy. It's by Valmont. A friend gave it to me. It smells very strong. I don't know if it actually like is doing anything. I'm literally just trying to use up my sample products. It's not something that I recommend or don't recommend. It's just a basic moisturizer. Or maybe it's a fancy moisturizer. I don't know. I'm just trying to use it up. And then lastly, I have a couple of pimples here on my chin. So on those pimples, I'm going to put Differin, adapalene gel. It's basically like a super duper pimple get rid of gel. I have one there, I have one there, and I have a couple right there. And I do sometimes use pimple patches on them. Just these guys from Amazon. And except right now, because I'm so oiled up and have a lot going on, I'm gonna hold off on these for right now till I have a bit more time. So that's it. I also am definitely going to sanitize this before I put it back in its little pouch. And then the last thing is I drink a lot of water, especially as somebody with chronic fatigue and POTS. I try to drink around 3 liters of fluid per day, some of which has electrolytes in it. And sleep is also really important. women are supposed to get up to 10 hours of sleep a night. You know, the whole 8 hours of sleep thing was actually only men were studied in that. Women are actually supposed to get more sleep than that. And, you know, as somebody who has some health things that I'm working on, I really try to prioritize my sleep. But as you guys have heard, I've struggled on and off with insomnia. So, sleep, water, speaking good things into my products, and, you know, trying to speak good things into the mirror as well, while I work on my skincare and stuff. Let me know if anything that I do is like anything that you do, or if you want to try anything that I do. Something else that people were really asking me for, because I know that a lot of you guys have long COVID as well, or some of the adjacent conditions. They were asking, you know, what have I done in terms of my long COVID that has helped me kind of move the needle toward recovery. And I'm happy to do a separate video on that. I just want to give people an option whether to watch all that or not, because I know with people's health, it can be a bit confusing and it can be a bit overwhelming, and everybody is so different, and not everybody who watches has a chronic condition, so that might not be everybody's cup of tea. So I just wanted to make a separate video for that one, but I hope this answers some questions. I hope that you guys liked this video. If you guys want more videos like this, or like get ready with me's, or something like that, let me know. Share your thoughts and feelings. If you like this video, like the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, why not? Don't you want to see more of this? Don't you want to watch me whisper sweet nothings to my own skin? If you want more people to see videos like this one, please give this video a hype. In order to do that, you swipe the comment section 3 times and click the little star button, and leave your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. I really appreciate you guys. We're over 8,000 strong, making our way toward 9,000 subscribers, and that is thrilling to me. So thank you so much, each and every single one of you. And I will see you guys again really soon. Okay, thanks. Love you. Bye.